Now, is that your booty?
That is my booty.
Oh!
Yeah.
Ain't it the prettiest little booty?
It's the only one I had the rights and clearance to, so, you know, I had to use that one. Yeah, that was...
This thing you got yours.
I'm just saying.
Oh, don't worry. I done looked on the inside. I got some poses. I actually done used them.
Yeah, I just used them. Yes, well, it was one in there so funny because I just like, they're very candid shots inside the book. Very candid photos.
You have
very
that so
honest.
innocent, playful look when you want to.
I'm like, you know, I am innocent.
I've known her a long ass time.
Well, the thing is this. Hey, I am a prudish porn star. No.
Okay, so let me just ask you this. For all the people, I know y'all follow her, but I'm gonna go ahead and ask because I did get this question. There was a post that you posted on IG. You was in a 2-piece. You were doing something. You ran and you slid. It was you.
No, actually, no. It was not me. It wasn't me.
Girl.
Yeah, it wasn't me.
So people thought that was you.
People thought it was me. It wasn't me. It was actually the beautiful, amazing Showstopper. That's her name, Siren the Showstopper. And she's such a dope dancer and performer. And we met because I tour with the erotic poetry troupe. I do erotic poetry, so that's how we met. And I just have always just adored her because she's a beast in the game. But yeah, she's gonna teach me some of those tricks. And I said, this is how I'm going to slide up through the next episode from the bottom up.
If you slide up in that thing like that, girl, I tell you, the hate, the shade,
everything
is going to be thick.
I'm working on it.
This hard. This ain't my baby doing this.
I'll get some lessons though. I'm getting lessons. It's coming soon. Coming soon to slide.
I don't need too many lessons. I just need about 1, 2.
Slide.
I need about 1, 2.
No, we gotta keep it fresh. We gotta keep it sturdy and fresh. Yes.
But I can't just get out of control. Can't get told out of control. You don't want to run them off.
My vote is for out of control.
But you got to. They younger than me.
Are you playing? I was telling some of the ladies on the show asked me about Leo who I'm dating, and they were like, oh well he's younger. How much younger? I said some people rob the cradle. I just reached in the womb.
Well, I have done that before, but I think with this one, I think I did a little robbing. I done reached before.
But you do.
I robbed on this
right in the womb.
I did that reaching before. That didn't give me not know well.
Yeah. Well, I'm a good situation. I think we both are good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's fresh. It's exciting. Cause I don't.
Oh,
I do act my age, but I'm not. The energy that I have is not of my age.
No, yeah.
The wisdom and the mindset is there, but I need that youngin.
Yeah.
And that young bag. Come on, somebody on that young bag. What you know about that?
Young bag. See, this is why when I come on here, this is amazing.
I hope he ain't watching.
Let's go. Look, we're going from the bottom up. What else you know up on there?
Okay, so Sarah,
Sarah's
I'm glad that she's coming around and rekindling the thing with her husband.
Yes.
I don't know about this Playboy situation, but I'm gonna be more open minded to that.
Yeah.
Stacy, we talked about her. Kim, she has an amazing story. The news chick from Detroit, she new this year, right?
No, she was on last year. That's Chrystale, the one I said that's she's really
she's kind of very forgetful.
Now see.
Cause it's just I just can't.
Help me over here. My battery's dying.
I just can't.
Thank you, battery.
I'm trying to remember. No, don't you die. Okay.
Thank you, battery. Then give it up to the battery. If you miss it, tune in to BA.U.S.E Talk right now.
No, I'm just being honest. It just seems like she's a little bit more forgetful or plain, or I was like this waiting for the.
It's not getting better. It's not getting better.
I was waiting for the.
Well, let me say this. It's just like in anything, in a relationship and a TV show. It's somebody for everybody, right? It's always somebody that you can identify with. It's always somebody that you can be like, oh yeah, I went through that, or yeah, that sounds like me, or that sounds like my sister, or that's how my aunt is. So she may not be how you are, but she might be like one of your aunts or something like that.
No, not my bloodline.
But
I'm just I'm gonna wait for it.
But there are people
in
Detroit.
No, Detroit bitches is crunk.
No, but she's from Detroit. So the thing is, she's from Detroit. A lot of people in Detroit, like her a lot. I like I said, and I like.
There's a lot of people from Mississippi like me, but they don't mean they like me.
I'm a herder.
But Detroit women is usually turned crunk,
well,
grimy.
And that brings me
between
to
Detroit and
person.
Memphis chicks. Them things neck and neck.
Well.
So I was just,
and then, you know, Stacy's from Memphis.
Making easy money, pimping hoes in style. I know that thing from Memphis.
And then the other one, Shanita, she's from Detroit.
Now she does Detroit well.
Yeah.
I haven't personally met Shanita. I've just seen her in passing, but she's coming in swinging.
She is.
I mean, swinging bowls.
But like I say, honey, you know.
She's
wannabes don't make no honey.
But I learned about the depression. I didn't know about that, so that was good for her to even open up and speak on that, because that's something. It
is good.
You know, that was an outlet for her that a lot of people didn't know. Mm-hmm. So that was amazing. But when I tell you that, I mean, the sincere was on a timer. The sincerity of certain things clearly was on a timer. Because it went from sincere to shade. So
I'm glad that, you know, it's not it's not edited in a way. And let me give it up to our crew this season. Our producers are amazing. They really, really are. Like you said, and they're but our story runner, you know, our story runners, our cameraman, they were really dope. Because we had a short amount of time to get a lot and to put it together fairly quickly, because we were just filming in August.
So, oh wow. Okay, so, Queen Latifah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Nikki Gilbert Daniels, Lucia, Ash, Tracy Kisner, she was our showrunner. Amy, I don't know Amy's last name, but we just had a dope crew this season. And I'm so thankful.
Women right there.
Yeah,
some
some powerhouses, and they made things happen, but also just putting people in their sincere light. People will say a lot of times on these shows, and you know it firsthand, oh, well, they edited to look that way. And there are some things they can edit, but there's somebody that's going to be the martyr. There's somebody that's going to be the troublemaker. It's going to be somebody that is the shade queen. It's going to be somebody that is the person, you know, it's just that everybody has their role. And they're very good about capturing people in their role.
Right.
So keep watching, is what I'll say. You know, people are in these streets saying that they represent certain things and saying that they're a certain way, but in reality, reality is just not that. And I can appreciate and respect what the editors were able to do with the show thus far.
Well, let me just say something about editing. True enough, they can edit to say certain things, but they only edit what comes out your mouth.
Yeah.
So be careful of how you say things. So even if they edit it, it wouldn't be right. You know, if you just they're gonna edit. But if you say things a certain way, they cannot edit it, or it's not gonna sound right. So be mindful. Okay?
Be mindful. And it's hard sometimes. Let me tell you something.
Oh, trust me, it's hard
because I got a slick pimp tongue. I really have. I come on stuff quick. I'm like, hey, you better rest that trap like a pimp is to snap, honey. But I got all kinds of stuff. You know, like, you know, I'll come up with something quick. So I have to watch myself, but I don't have to watch myself as closely because I don't live a fictitious life. You know what I'm saying? I live the life that I live.
Your quickness is just you being real.
Yeah.
So therefore, when you don't have anything to hide, what comes at your mouth is real, and you can take that to the bank. But if you're fictitious and you're trying to hide, and you got 4 or 5 different lies, and you got secrets, sometimes the things you say is not gonna add up to none of that.
Well, see, like, I'll give you a prime example. Just like, I really, truly do love some people from Detroit. I have some really close friends from Detroit. But I get worn out on the show with the Detroit versus everybody all the time. Like, banging me over the head with it. So I make a comment like, look, Detroit versus everybody, you know. So I don't want people in Detroit thinking that I'm hating on Detroit, because that's far from what it is. I'm just taking issue with people that are coming to Atlanta wanting to be bosses and saying that they're running things, but then you always want to say you're versus something. How you gonna be versus anything when you say you're a philanthropist? Somebody that's a giver can't be versus nothing. You're supposed to be for everything. You supposed as far as caring and giving is concerned. So that shouldn't even be a statement. You shouldn't even rock that shirt.
Well, certain people do things because of the the opportunity and the look of the opportunity.
Absolutely. And that's the thing.
And not understanding the meaning of an opportunity. Doing an opportunity for the look and understanding the meaning of opportunity is totally different.
Yeah. Yeah.
And in Atlanta here, motherfuckers is confused.
Yeah.
So be careful what you sign up for.
Well, you know, like I said, it was a great experience for me in the sense of it allows me to be in the room with people that I typically wouldn't be in the room with. It allows me the opportunity to see certain women from a different perspective, like Christine. I'm glad that I had the opportunity to meet her because I do like her and I do believe that she's a good person and she's shown me a lot. That we were able to have the conversation about the fundraisers and talk about what each of us are passionate about. That part, Maya, meeting her, and when I tell you that she is funny and smart, oh my goodness! Like I really, honestly, in my heart, want her to win. And not just me. I know that the producers want her to win. Was this show the best fit for her? I don't know if it was.
I gotta watch a little more.
Yeah, absolutely.
I gotta watch a little more.
And the rest of the viewers will need to watch a little more. Me being there, you know, there was some good things that definitely came out of it. But is it where she needs to be at this point in her life? I don't know. I don't think so. However, maybe from her being on this show just like with me, when I was on it last season and getting with the life coach with Jennifer Lester, opened up the door for me to get on the Yala Van Zan and be able to really go there and get some healing and talk to someone who genuinely does this, you know, from a place of wanting to make you a better person. So
well, I truly feel that Ayana could cast from y'all show for her next show. Hits on network.
But they just would need to get on there and really be willing to go on there with the intention.
Ayana would strip all that clownness off.
Yeah, but
that front, that book cover, you ain't got no book cover around her. Ain't no book cover around Ayana. Bitch, you just pages. You just pages. And half of the motherfuckers is blank.
Blank.
You just pages, boo. Sorry.
Yeah, it's nothing original. It's nothing. Oh, like for instance, this is another thing that, you know, and I give every woman like their credit, and that's the thing. I love to see women do powerful things. You know that about me. There's so many people that if that know me or that work with me will tell you I'm all for it, like totally. But what I'm not for is you trying to step on my head to get above or whatever to get. Don't step on my back to get it. Now, for instance, Stacey J. If you look at the first season, she wanted to do a singles girls something. I don't even know what it was. But when I tried to ask her what it was, I said, well, what is this? She said it's going to be a dating type of network where she was going to put together places where people can meet singles. I was like, wow, that's great.
Especially in Atlanta.
Okay, especially in Atlanta. Also, on the first season of From the Bottom Up, if you saw the episode where I went to her place and I made something for her, I made these crackers. That's a recipe from my book, right? But they didn't show my book. They didn't promote my book.
They're not.
Okay, they're not, and we know, we get it, right? Okay, fine. But Stacey never mentioned that she wanted to even write a book, have a book, talked about a book, nothing, right? So she sat with me for hours. This is what bothers me. These are the things you don't see. For like an hour after the crew left, asking me what did I want to do with the show, why did I want the show to reflect me, we got a second season, what I want to do. And I said I want to continue to promote my book. I definitely want to continue to produce and act. These are the things that I'm going to, you know, focus on. Now she has a book, Date Girl, from a book that, and I show her a book called the Sister Girls Rules to Dating, which is a countdown. Now all of a sudden, Stacey, you have a book, you have a banner on Centrix promoting your book. They never did that for me. They never did that for Kim. Kim has a book. Then she's doing these little parties, which I did a book opening for my book.
Yes, you did.
And I had food there, cocktails, and I had open conversation about non-traditional ways to be in relationships, right? Now that's what she's doing. I asked her, I said, hey, when I found out she had a book, I said, why don't we all get together, me, you, and Kim, and do like a book tour? honey. So this is
But
the
what
same
I'm
person
trying
who
to
said they brought us
understand
together.
But the thing about it is, she really truly don't fuck with Kim. Or is it just for TV?
It's back and forth. It's back and forth. Kim, I know Kim truly don't fuck with her.
Stacey had a book. She had a booth at Bronner Brothers. Cause Date Girl is not her first. It's her second book. Was it her first book?
No, it's her first book.
First book.
No, she had the Strip Girl for Your Man. That's what she had, the DVD, and that's why they call her the booty bungler when she had raised the funds for Obama. The DVD she brought to me that she wanted me to promote for her because I had the production company. But then she gets on TV on first season and says she doesn't know me, and says it again this season. But so you know me.
You know I don't like that because that just happened with somebody else that I had in here from another reality show on BET. You know, people know that you can destroy them and their storyline, so they really say, "Oh, I don't know her." Now, if somebody say, "Oh, I don't know her," and I know you, that's gonna make me want to really tell the story.
Yeah.
Opposed to not saying. All you gotta do is just come to me and say, "Hey, just tell me what it is that you're trying to do." But the fact that you're gonna say you don't know me, bitch, I'm coming for you extra hard.
And guess what?
Don't play me like a dummy.
Don't play me. That's my thing is, it's fine. Don't know me because bitch, I really don't want to know you because you ain't nobody to know. That's how I really feel.
Not knowing her is actually alright.
However, don't sit and try to deframe my name and my character and who I am and the work that I've done in this industry and in this city because that's not fair to me. I wouldn't do that to you.
I'm so glad you came on here. We're gonna make sure that's known.
Yeah, so that part, you know what I'm saying? Before you got this job as an entertainment, something at the mayor's, you was up here.
Oh my God, if I hear that one more time.
Yeah, exactly. You was here passing me off your, like, you know how guys, they please listen to my demo. You're passing me your pole dancing stripper DVD, trying to get it into stores because you know I did that. But then you want to say you don't know me, and then you have so many
negative. And you can't even lie about that because the fact that
me.
she was in that. I definitely could see her coming to you because it would make sense.
Yeah.
I can see if she bought a cartoon to you. I don't know if you're going to bring a cartoon, but the fact that what she bought to you is what it is and to you, then who else would not know that that's got to be true? But for her, when she said she didn't know you, I was like, huh?
Yeah.
I'm like, Kevin Hart, really?
And when I tell you to keep watching, like, it gets even more interesting. And that's why I am so thankful that I did go on the Yala and that I did really get into a place where I can deal with people on a different level. Because had I not...
Oh, you needed that healing.
I needed that healing hand.
Throw that feeling. Girl, yes.
Yeah, but yeah, it's good. Ladies, it's not all shade. Like I said, with Maya coming in, with Sarah getting into a really good place, with Christine working towards a new goal, that is all really good stuff.
First of all, when you have people that's on season 1 and season 2, season 1 is when you want people to see you down, you crying and you struggle. Season 2 should be you winning, you being positive. Like Sarah broke the fuck down last season. Like she cried, she poured everything out. Now this season you see her doing better. She's trying to rekindle want that old thing back, and she's trying to move on. Stacey, I think, is continuing season 1.
But she doesn't. It's so funny because she's doing that. It's for TV, but then in real life, she doesn't want anybody to think she's broke. She doesn't want anybody to think anything bad about her.
Well, maybe she's trying to do the symphony or, sympathetic type.
She's trying to be likable. She wants people to like her, because once she saw how she looked last year. I think that this year she came into it and said, okay, I want people to like me.
But that ain't how you start off. People want to see you struggle and see you win. They want to see you come through. They want to see how you overcame. They want to see you come on top.
Yeah.
Me watching season 1, I feel like she just, like she said, she homeless, she broke, and she down. That's depressing to me. I don't even want that energy around me. I damn sure don't want it on my TV. So as I was watching, I kind of fast forward till I saw, a frame without her in it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I don't get it. Like,
yeah.
And Shanita, like I said, she came in swinging.
Yeah,
like,
she's entertaining. She's very entertaining.
But you know,
so are monkeys in the circus. I mean, there's certain things that we have, you know, as forms of entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Is it always something that should be?
Well, you know, in the circus you got monkeys and you got leaders and you got, you know, stuff like that. So it's just like
clowns.
You got all different characters. You do.
And then you have lions.
Come on, somebody. Them lions. And what they do, they always win. Come on, lions.
I'm just saying. I say I was one. I'm just saying you just have them. There's the things that are included.
Okay.
What we talking about?
Okay, so speaking of this, and I know we sisters and all lives matter, sister environment, but on this Black Lives Matter. So are you kind of caught up on the situation with T.I. and Lil Wayne?
Yeah. I am.
Did you see the interview?
I did see the interview.
What did you think about
with Lil Wayne? Here's how I feel. I think that we put so much faith in man and what they'll say and what they should do and how they should be. I mean, he's been... I don't know what our expectation is from
out of
him.
The box a long
time.
I
don't know what our expectation is of him. He's high half the time. If he's not high, he's having a seizure. If he's not having a seizure, he's making a baby. If he's not making a baby, he's making a song. What the fuck do we expect him to say? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I just didn't expect anything very intelligent to come from him ever. I just don't. So I didn't
expect anything intelligent to come out of him at all, because it's not too many times he does an interview. First of all.
Yeah.
And
now we see why.
that he was interviewed, and it was by a woman. And I was just like, this is probably going to go to the left. But the thing is, I think when you have people like that, they're not even in tune in what's going on in the world.
Yeah.
So therefore, if you ask him a question about something that's going on, they not gonna know. They're not gonna know. But anybody with common sense that's living in America know Black Lives Matter. But when he was like, okay, so you put a name on it, you know, now that I would give him credit for, because he said it don't matter what it is. If someone gets shot by police for not doing the motherfucking thing, then that's wrong. That was the best 2 sentences out of that whole interview. Because then when he like, I don't attach myself to nothing that don't concern me. But what if it concerns your kids? So you might want to attach yourself to something where it may affect your kids, it may affect your family. You know, like he was a victim and his family was a victim of Katrina. So he's not attaching himself to. He gave back and he went and he supported victims of Katrina. So he's lying because he attached himself to the Katrina relief because it affected him and his family. So therefore he knows what the fuck he talking about when it says I don't, you know, attach myself or connect myself with nothing that does impact me. He a damn lie. But I think what it is that he just kind of just, I don't know what
First of all, when you are here's the fairest statement that I can give, because I don't dislike Lil Wayne. I like his music. He is a product of his environment. He's been wealthy in a sense.